We try to have a lot of energy on stage and try and just rock out as much as possible in general. And we try to be, tight. I think that we're a little heavier than the CD because, we add a lot of different stuff to our live show and a lot of nuances that aren't on the CD. So, yeah, it's a totally different experience from what you might hear on the record. Awesome. We love playing shows. We're definitely a band that loves to tour and play festivals and stuff. So, yeah, it's great. Oh, man. There's too many good bands out there. You can say a couple, then, I've always been more into, the punk scene, so probably, the Flatliners or, more, Canadian punk bands like that. I really like every style of music, so I guess, Dead and Divine maybe. Protest the Hero, a bunch of Canadian bands, I guess, that are awesome. And then maybe bring in, 4 Years Strong or bands like that.
Yeah, I think I'd go heavy with it. I'd probably have, Oh Sleeper, August Burns Red, Texas in July, that sort of thing. So.
I don't even really know, I just kind of hear about it happening, and then I'm just like, oh, it's so awesome, I'm not exactly sure how we got the showcase, but it was an awesome time. It was definitely an experience that I won't forget. So, yeah. I don't want to speak for everyone, but I think that we kind of... once we got signed to a major label, we currently have a distribution deal with Warner Canada. So we wanted to try and keep our indie roots as much as possible. And we decided to, have kind of a indie label. We don't have very many, tools or anything to start a really big record label company yet. But we wanted to keep our indie roots and then maybe, hopefully in the future, once we have enough resources, help out other indie bands. Sure. Well, we just kind of made it for fun just because, sometimes when you're in the studio and you're, waiting for things to get, engineered, you just kind of, run out of things to do. So we just ended up sitting in the live room and making a podcast. And that's how, the first episode started. And then, basically the podcast, it's not really even about music. It's just kind of about stuff that we like, so video games or movies or that kind of thing. And yeah, we haven't done it recently just because we're really bad at staying on track, but I think we're going to be recording more episodes soon. So. Oh. Wow. Who are some two really hilarious people who we met who are just absolutely hilarious, and yet they're really innovative and they have a lot of great insights on life and stuff is Tegan and Sara. And then every time we run into them and we get to talk to them, they just make me cry laughing. Yeah. But they're also really intelligent and smart and everything, so it would be great to have them on the podcast maybe.
Sure, I'll say something. Well, it's 7 songs that we recorded over about 2 years. It's our first real one that we did in a studio and actually worked hard on and put out there. So, yeah, do you want to say more? 'Cause
yeah, I guess.
I'm bad at selling things.
All the songs are original songs, obviously, that we wrote in-house, within the band. So we're really proud of that. And Phoenix writes most of the lyrics, but I just guess that they're all from real life experiences, and they all kind of have a little bit of each and every one of us in the songs, so they're really very personal to us, I guess. I don't know. Oh, it was a blast to record. Awesome. I don't know if this is the biggest reaction, but it's one that I will remember for a long time. We were calling fans in different countries, I guess, because we had a Twitter contest or something for them to send us the number, and then we'd give them a house call or whatever. And then we called this girl in England, and when we picked up, she was like crying, and she was so excited. Like, she made all of us equally excited and nervous and stuff. And that's like, I don't know. I don't know if that's the biggest reaction, but I won't forget that, because it was definitely stuck with me. I really can't say. Like, we've come like pretty far from where we started, you know, and I guess like for me, my proudest moment would probably be, you know, actually getting signed, but still being able to maintain creative control of our music, because that's always kind of like when like an indie band gets signed, they're always a bit nervous about creative control, but so far we've been able to still, you know, totally write our own music, not have to worry about anyone butting in. So that's I'm very proud of that. Yeah, I'd have to agree. Like, Warner is a major label, but they're really artist friendly, and they're really, you know, supportive of us. So we've had other labels be interested in us in the past, but I think that this is just the perfect fit for us. So I guess I'm really proud of that, and I'm really proud every time I get all the emails and tweets and like Facebook notifications. They all come to my phone. So every time a fan just kind of talks to us and is really excited by our music, or they say like, oh, like, your music cheered me up when I was feeling sad or whatever, like, I just get really proud. So yeah,
I think for me it was like, first of all, getting signed by Warner, and then releasing our EP, because everyone that's in a band when they're younger, they're like, oh, like I wanna go somewhere with it, but you never really fully believe it. And it was just crazy to be able to walk into a store and see our CD there. Yeah. I was really proud of us then.
Well, I mean, we all really like to do human rights stuff whenever we can. So, I don't know, they were all ready before we even collaborated with them. We really respected the work that they did, and they're definitely one of the greater organizations, charitable organizations, that we all really respect and we want to help out. So, as soon as they had the busking for change thing, I think that was the first thing we did. Then we found out that they were looking for artists, and then they asked us to do it, and we said yes right away. And now, I don't know, we keep doing busking for change. We put up new songs on Bandcamp every once in a while, and then like we just put up a Christmas cover that we did, and all the donations, you could buy it off Bandcamp, and it all went to War Child. So some of the donations were like $1, and others were like $50 and stuff like that. So I think that when you're spreading like, I don't know, goodwill like that, people just kind of, they want to be a part of that. So I don't know what I'm allowed to say. I think they'd be surprised to know that at least for me, I know like in a lot of our like videos that we film just for fun, like we put on YouTube, I kind of act a bit crazy, but I think in real life I am like a little bit like, my humor's kind of crazy out there, but in real life I'm not like total, I don't believe everything that I'm saying. It's true. They'd be surprised, I think, maybe by all our it's just so stupid, but all the different food habits that we have, like I don't even know. I'm like kind of getting into this health phase where I'm trying to be vegan and stuff like that. David is all about like the fast food and like meat, like carnivore, like I don't even know. You just eat like anything. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I think they'd be kind of surprised by that.
I think they'd be surprised at my addiction to Tim Hortons peach juice.
You tweet about it enough. Like,
that's true. I think I've posted on Tumblr saying it was like my drug. But basically after every show on my drive home, I always stop by Tim Hortons and get a bottle of peach juice because it's delicious. So they might be surprised at that. Oh, okay.
Sorry. They might be, okay, I didn't think about it. They might be surprised actually, you know, about how nervous we all still get before shows and before meet and greets and signings and stuff like that. Like yesterday we were playing at Music Plus and we had to do a signing, and there were people there who were some people were really laid back, and others, like the fans, were really nervous, like shaking and stuff. And they have no idea that like we're just as nervous to meet them as they are to meet us. So like they might actually be surprised to know that. I don't know. Yeah. That was crazy. Yeah, we were like an hour late, but we made it, and we're all still here, and it was just great. But yeah, it was crazy. Well, I'm not exactly sure everything that we're going to be doing, but I can tell you what we're already doing. We're already working on like a lot of tours that we want to be doing with lots of bands that we really like across Canada and then maybe elsewhere as well. We just finished recording our acoustic EP, so it's an acoustic version of the For Now EP that we already put out. And all the songs sound like the arrangements are totally different. They almost sound like brand new songs, so it's great. We are recording our second EP with all new originals and stuff like that, and that will probably come out in the summer. And yeah, we're filming some more music videos. We already have one that's coming out soon. Thank you so much. Thanks for the interview.